Hey guys, so this video is going to be on my iPhone 6. I got my iPhone 6 on Friday when the iPhone came out. Now, I pre-ordered my phone, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. I pre-order with Target. I do not pre-order with Apple. I don't pre-order with any other store. I pre-order with Target, and my reasoning for that is because it's kind of like the forgotten store. So it's like people don't realize that Target sells phones, Walmart sells phones, I don't know any other kind of like huge like supermarket places that sell phones, but like those two are the big companies that like I think every state has. So that's why I'm mentioning them. They all sell mobile phones. I like to order from like these smaller markets. Now the only problem with that, when you pre-order with like Target, Walmart, any of those, you take a chance that you won't get the phone that day. Now I'm the kind, I will not sit outside of a store and wait for the phone. I'm sorry, I just will not do it. I will gladly pre-order, I will gladly get it the day of, but I will not sit outside of the Apple store, any store for that matter, to get the phone. To me, it's like if I'm a huge like tech junkie, I'm a huge tech nerd, I'm gonna pre-order the phone. Yeah, I'm like really excited, I'm really hyped to get the phone, but that's why I pre-order it. So I do the waiting for the pre-order like when the pre-orders go. Like I feel like it's not as long of a line, you don't have to like camp out overnight. Basically what happened was last week I just walked right into Target, I was like the fourth person in line, ordered my phone, left, went on for a whole week, walked into Target, had an appointment, bought the phone, was ready to go within like 30 minutes. So for me, I think that's a little bit more worth it, but again, you are taking the chance that you're not gonna get the phone the day of, because I pre-ordered my iPhone 5 with Target and I never even ended up getting it with Target because it ended up going into like November, like almost December time before Target ever even got a shipment of the phones. But anyway, moving on from that, that's a completely different story. I pre-ordered my phone. I got my iPhone 6 the day that it came out. Don't mind my amazing looking nails. It's like a new look. The crappy, I need to do my nails look. But anyways, I ended up getting my iPhone 6. I'm obsessed with it. This is easily my favorite iPhone. It's my third iPhone I've ever owned. My carrier never had an iPhone until the iPhone 4S, or until the iPhone 4S. My carrier never even had the iPhone, so I got it as soon as my carrier had it. So I've had the 4S, I've had the 5, and now I've had the 6. And I am loving this phone. Okay, so when I first heard about the 6, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be bigger. I don't know if I like the fact that it's gonna be bigger. And then when I heard about the 6 Plus being even bigger, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why would I want to have a tablet? Like, I don't understand. Anyone who's getting the 6 Plus, like, that is your thing. Like, I know that's what you're into, but it's like, I have an iPad, I have a computer. I don't need this huge, like, tablet against my ear. I don't really like big phones. I just think they're kind of tacky, so I just went with the 6. So then I was like, well, hopefully the 6 isn't going to be too big, because I knew I wanted to upgrade my phone, but I didn't. I was a little bit scared that the 6 would be too big, but it's really not. It's like the perfect size. Now in this case, I've been told that it looks like it's like really, really big, so I'm gonna take it out of the case. By the way, the case that I have for it is the only case that Target had on hand when I bought my phone. It's the Tech 21, and it's like a pink one. It's supposed to be a really, really good case. It's all that they had, so it's kind of why I got it, but I actually really like the case. But my iPhone, while it's nude, looks like this, and then on the back it's silver. I don't like gold. I'm probably the only person in the world who does not like gold, so I just ended up getting the silver one, and I'm obsessed with it. I think it is such a good looking phone. For some reason, like the home button having that little silver circle on it, I feel like it just like dresses up the phone. So obviously I don't have my iPhone 4S anymore. I ended up selling it, but I do have my iPhone 5 that I can compare with you guys. So I have last year's iPhone 5 box and then this year's iPhone box. The box this year was very, very strange. It's just white on top. Like when I started seeing pictures of it online, I'm like, oh, they got a fake iPhone. Like they probably ordered it from like another like country or whatever. I was like, oh no, that's really what Apple did this year. I'm not too sure what this means. I don't know why they did that. Also, it doesn't have like the number. It just says iPhone. So I thought that was a little bit strange. So I was gonna go ahead and compare the two phones for you guys. Okay, so this is obviously the iPhone 6. This is the iPhone 5. Okay, the difference is pretty insane. I'll take the case off again so that you guys can see the actual comparison. iPhone 6, iPhone 5. Like, huge difference. The back is different. The sides, you can see that the new iPhone 6 is a lot sleeker. It's a lot more rounded. I just think the overall look of the iPhone 6 is just so much better. And like what's funny is that when I first heard about the iPhone 6 and I saw pictures, I'm like, it's ugly. Like it's a super ugly phone. And then when I got it, I'm like, it's probably the prettiest iPhone I've seen. I don't know why. I just think it's so good looking. So these two together, I think you can see a huge difference. I always thought my iPhone 5 was like the perfect size. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. It's nice and like big because I was used to iPhone 4S. So I was like, it's the perfect size. I think it's such a beautiful phone, and I don't know if I'll ever upgrade from it. And then once I got my iPhone 6, I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is the perfect phone. I guess there's a good chance that every single upgrade that there is, I'm gonna like love that upgrade. So Apple changed things up a little bit between the two phones. The normal Apple iPhone always had the sleep button on the top, whereas now it is on the side. I feel like a lot of people's videos who I've watched, they haven't even mentioned that. Like now it's on the side, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. Like a lot of people, I guess what was happening is like they press that and then like somehow it'd fall out of their hand. I'm like, how do you drop your iPhone just from hitting like the sleep button? I don't know. So they've made it to where you can like hold onto your phone and touch the sleep button, which whatever, if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. But overall, that's the main difference. You have like the Touch ID between the two, but overall that is like what the main difference is. So I want to go ahead and show you the apps I have on my phone right now. Obviously, these are not all of the apps that I'm going to have. I'm going to just keep downloading apps, but I wanted to show you guys what's on my iPhone now. These are the apps that I use like on a daily basis is why it's on. I got my phone on Friday, it's now Sunday. So these are the apps that like I use on a daily basis and had to make sure that they were already in my phone. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my iPhone. I just have this really cute like Halloween background on my iPhone right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up with my fingerprint. And now we're brought to just like my homepage. So anyway, I just have like another like pumpkin background thing on my phone right now. But I have calendar, I have my photos, I have Safari, I have weather, clock, app store, maps, settings, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, MyFitnessPal, Pinterest, Hangouts, Spotify, FaceTime, and music. Okay, so most of these apps I think you guys already know come with the phone. I clearly need to have another row. This is another difference between the two phones. This now has 6 rows, whereas the iPhone 5 only had 5 rows. So you can add a lot more apps. I am the kind, I like to have all the apps out in front of me. I'm not a big fan of the folders, unless like it's a huge one like photography, I have a ton of apps, or like shopping, I keep a ton of apps. So those are the ones I do keep in little folders. But anyway, I just have my Instagram. This is my Instagram account. If you guys are not following me, I'm just ThatCLeigh like I am on everything. But this is just my Instagram account, so I have Instagram. Then I have Facebook, which right now it's on my personal Facebook, so I don't really want to go into that. I have Twitter, which that too is just my ThatCLeigh Twitter account. Then I have Tumblr. I have my YouTube account, which you guys are obviously watching, so you know my channel. My Tumblr account as well is ThatCLeigh. I have MyFitnessPal, which I don't really give my username out because I kind of have it for personal reasons, but it's where you can document and keep track of all of your calories. I then have Pinterest, which my Pinterest account is ThatCLeigh as well. I'm obsessed with Pinterest. I like love it. So you see all these like cute little outfits and everything. Oh, I love Pinterest. And then I have Hangouts, which I use for work. It's just a way to talk to people on Google+, or it's just another like chatting system. I have Spotify, which I'm completely obsessed with. I love Spotify. It makes me so happy. So I just have a bunch of like Halloween music. If you guys cannot tell, I'm obsessed with Halloween. So I just have like a bunch of Halloween, Ed Sheeran. Could you like have anybody else but Ed Sheeran? Codaline, because I love them, and yeah. Okay, and then I just have my FaceTime and my music. I just have the normal bottom screen, which I keep as messages, my phone, mail, and camera. Then on the second page, I have photography. These are all of my favorite photo editing apps. I use Camera Plus, Facetune, PicFX, Crop Pic, Rookie, and Split Lens. So these are all of my favorite pic editing apps. I'm not gonna go in detail about all of them. They all just pretty much like have a different function and they do different things for me, so I'm not gonna go into them, but these are all of the editing apps that I use, so just take note and you can download them. Okay, the next photo that I have is for shopping. And these are all of my favorite shopping apps or like finance kind of apps. I've got eBay, Bank of America, Retail Me Not, Geo Coupons, Target, and Passion for Savings. Basically, my Retail Me Not and Geo Coupons are both like coupons, so that whenever I go to store, I can have some coupons. And then the Passion for Savings, that's like a couponing app. As in what it does is it shows you breakdowns on where you can go to different stores and get really great deals using coupons. So I love to use Passion for Savings. Okay, and then I have Calculator. I have the extras folder, which I'm not a big fan of. Like these are all of the like useless things that it came with. Like this phone came with compass, tips, voice memos, contacts, game center, passbook, videos, iBooks, iTunes Store, newsstand, stocks, health, podcasts. None of these things I'm ever going to use. I really could care less about all of them, so I just kind of had them in a extras folder. I also have a reminders and notes. Those two I actually use, so I kept them out of the folder. I have Women Log, where you track your girly time. I have Flickster, which is my favorite like movie app to see like when movies are gonna be starting at what theater. I have my Dunkin' Donuts app, because of course I go to Dunkin' Donuts every weekend, so I had to download that app this weekend. I have Fitbit because I actually wear a Fitbit Flex again. I have Snapchat, and I have Bright House TV. So those are all the apps that I have on my iPhone 6. I kind of just wanted to do a really quick like run through of what I have on my 6 because I haven't had the chance to fully download apps, but I feel like because of this, you guys can see what applications I use like on a regular basis. So I'm obsessed with the iPhone 6. It's easily my favorite iPhone that I've ever owned. Everything on it is just so crisp and so bright. Like the camera on this, when I took my first picture, I really wasn't expecting much with this phone. I don't know what it was. I just was like, whatever. But like the quality of like the pictures alone are insane. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you know, Apple didn't upgrade the camera. It's still a crappy camera. But they did upgrade it. Like it may have the same megapixels as it has for a very long time, but as far as the quality of the photos, they're insane. Like everything is just so defined and so crisp, and like honestly, it got to the point where like I don't even feel like I need to edit the photo. The actual like editing options now are like insane. You can like completely like edit down to like the saturation, the tint, the contrast, you know, you can edit pretty much everything through like the photo app itself. Like you don't even need to download an editing software anymore because it's that good. The camera alone is like what made me like just be like, I love this phone. I think it's so amazing because the pictures are just so crisp and they're so perfect and they're beautiful. Not to mention like I've taken a bunch of panoramic photos. I don't know what they did, but they made it to where like panoramic photos are like so much easier to take and like they're perfect. I accidentally like went like this through one of the pictures and it fixed it. Like it does, you can't even tell that I messed up. If you guys are on the fence of getting an iPhone 6, I highly recommend that you guys get it. They've done so many different upgrades to the phone that I feel like go like overlooked, like nobody ever really thinks about it, but like when they're all like put together, it's like, wow, this phone is like an awesome phone now. iPhone 6 Plus, if that's what you're into, if you're into holding like a tablet up to your ear, have at it. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any specific questions, leave them down below. This video was kind of like an overview, so it could kind of like open up the discussion for you guys. You guys could let me know kind of questions that you guys have. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Tumblr and Pinterest and all of my other accounts. Make sure that you guys follow me there, and I will see all of you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.